Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel. Today I'm going to be going over what I think is the issue with TikTok sports content and why I stay away from it. I'm going to show some of the wildest takes I've heard on the app and what is wrong with them, as well as what I might change. Let's go. The first point is how awful their pages are. Look at this screen recording I got from these three guys' pages. It's 90% of them just standing in front of tweets or graphics taken off of Instagram. It's pretty funny that these people actually have hundreds of thousands of followers, when they are actually just posting crap content, and many of them without any amount of sports knowledge. Now that you have a better idea of what their content is like, let's check out a couple of these and see how truly outlandish they are. Dude completely forgot about Chris Godwin in the NFC South, and he put a rookie over one of the top receivers in the league in Allen Robinson. Most of these type of lists are simply absurd.
I asked my Twitter for basketball questions, they delivered, so I'm going to answer some of them on here. Do you think the Sixers are legitimate contenders? Yes, but they need Seth Curry and Shake Milton, guys who are creating the shots on the perimeter for them to play really good in the playoffs.
Dude probably doesn't even watch basketball, since he clearly said Seth Curry creating shots, which is just not who he is. If you watch games, you might know that he and Green space the floors for Ben Simmons and Joel Embiid, and don't actually create that many shots themselves. They're valuable to that team without making shots, and that's not why they were brought to Philly.
So the Ravens released Earl Thomas, and I don't really understand this move. He wasn't giving best safety in the league play last year, but he was still very good.
It's time to stop!
Now this one is just too funny. This guy must not follow the news or something, because if he did, he would know that Earl Thomas actually beat up a teammate and caused a toxic locker room. Rather than saying that beating up teammates deserves consequences, he acted stupid and didn't make any valuable points in this video. Regardless, he got liked, so he did it anyway. It was also proven that Chuck Clark was fine in place of Earl Thomas, so he wasn't even needed.
You can call me crazy, I don't care. Barring Calvin Johnson and Randy Moss, Josh Gordon is the most talented wide receiver I have ever seen.
Now in this one, he stands in front of a PFF tweet that shows receiving yards per game in their second season ever, which is impressive. However, you have to consider the situation. He was an undrafted player and was the lead guy because the Browns were depleted. Even after coming back from suspension from the league, he didn't produce at that level or even close to it. This is, obviously, because he wasn't the lead guy. Wow, what an incredible revelation.
I'm going to preface this by saying I'm not a Tom Brady hater. I get a little bit of a reputation for one, just because I don't think he's the greatest quarterback of all time. I think it's Peyton Manning. But, he didn't play well enough to win.
Now in this video, he completely discounts the fact that Tom Brady led his team to touchdowns off turnovers that their defense created. He had good field position, obviously, but he still executed at the highest possible level. He must have forgotten the fact that Peyton Manning got blown out in a Super Bowl by the Seahawks. He also doesn't account for Brady's leadership and excellence in preparation and helping his teammates through big games. His video title is also that he didn't play well enough to win, when in fact they did. Comfortably at that. This guy honestly drives me insane.
Caleb Farley has all the physical tools necessary to be an elite cornerback in the NFL. I would agree with this statement 100%, except fundamentally, Caleb Farley is a disaster.
Huh? Bro, does this guy even watch tape? Because if he did, he would know that Caleb Farley is an elite prospect in this class. Not only does he have all the physical tools, but he's also fairly new to the position. He acts like he's a doofus and will do the stuff Manziel did that prevented him from being good in the league. There's a reason he's often mocked in the top 10 of hundreds of mock drafts. NFL mock draft experts mock him in the top 10 all the time, so there isn't any reason that shouldn't be consistent in this year's draft. Once again, this guy does not watch any film. He does not understand that players have the ability to develop under the right circumstances. Now at this point, this guy has to be satire.
Got another question, let's get it. This tweet wants to know which player I would take on a 1v1 to save my life. So if my life was on the line, I would 1v1 KD. I feel like KD's overrated and I would beat him easily.
Guy just said he would beat a top 3 scorer of all time in a 1v1. I tried to find examples of him being satire, but I honestly could not. His takes are all awful and it's hard to comprehend how incompetent he is. KD is one of the most talented players to ever play the game, and saying that he could beat anyone in the NBA, even the G League, is a stretch.
Got another question, let's get it. This person wants to know who's going to win Rookie of the Year in the NFL this year. And the answer to this is Justin Jefferson.
Stop the cap. Stop the cap right now.
This was proven to be wrong days later, but it's also dumb to have this take to begin with. There is no reason to believe that Justin Jefferson had any chance of winning it over Herbert. Herbert put up record stats at the hardest position in the game, and also did it in just 15 games. Jefferson was incredible, don't get me wrong, but not close to what Herbert did this season. Justin also started to win games later in the season. What a stupid take, honestly.
Got another question, let's get it. This person wants to know my top 5 quarterbacks in the NFL right now. At number 1, it's obvious, Lamar Jackson. Number 2 on that list, Russell Wilson. 3rd on that list, Deshaun Watson. Number 4, Aaron Rodgers. And number 5 is pretty hard. It's between Patrick Mahomes and Josh Allen. But I gotta give it to the dude that has the Super Bowl, Patrick Mahomes.
In his top 3 quarterbacks, he left off the top 3 undisputed quarterbacks based on performance in the 2020-21 season. That is Josh Allen, Aaron Rodgers, and Patrick Mahomes. Lamar Jackson does not have any playoff success whatsoever and has a noodle for an arm. Wilson is obviously incredible, but couldn't do anything this playoff series and underperformed down the stretch when they needed him to. Another horrible take from this guy.
Starting with the West, I have Luka, Kawhi, LeBron, Jokic, and Curry.
Now this one's not awful, but I don't see how anyone could put Luka ahead of Dame. Not only is his team not winning at a high level, but he's shooting awfully from 3 and is wildly inefficient. Don't get me wrong, he should easily be an all-star, but having him over Dame is just insane. Those are all the most insane takes I've seen, and I hope you guys enjoyed this style of video. Let me know what you thought, and if y'all liked it, I'll be sure to do more content like this. Thanks for watching, and I hope you guys all have a great day. Peace.